Well, hey kids, this is Jeff, and I'm back here with our preschoolers and parents. Before you go away, there are a couple of things that your preschooler is going to need for this lesson. The first is this. This is our coloring page for the day. We have some things to seek and find in here. And you can find this at Facebook, at our JC Kids Facebook group. You can find this if you attend here. You can find this in your email or find me on the Journeys Crossing Church webpage and send me a message, and I can send you one of these as well if you can't find it the other two ways. And then the other thing you're going to need is your kids are going to need something to color with. You know, I've got my handy dandy colored pencils here. They can have crayons or whatever it is you have in your house to color with. But if they don't have those things yet, you might want to pause the video, print this coloring sheet, get something to color with, and then come back. And we're back. I'm assuming you've got a coloring sheet and something to color with right now. And kids, I am so glad that you are back with me today because I need your help again. Now, last week, I let you know that we've got a little gopher named Topher running around our building, and he scrambled up all of our Bible story pictures into a coloring page, and he did the same thing again this week. I can't wait till we're all back in the building and we can get this gopher out of here. But until then, if you want to hear today's Bible story, we're going to have to find the Bible pictures in our coloring page. Now, today's Bible story is going to teach us that God hears me when I pray. Let's all say that together on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. God hears me when I pray. And let's say it really loud. 1, 2, 3. God hears me when I pray. Oh, kids, that's true. God hears me when I pray. And God hears you when you pray too. Now, I also have a memory verse that's going to help us to remember that God hears me when I pray. I shared this one with you last week too. Here's how it goes. We're going to get ready. We have a little room to do some marching. You will come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. That's in a book called Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 12. Let's say that 2 times together. You will come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. Jeremiah 29, 12. One more time. You will come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. Jeremiah 29, 12. Great job on that at home, kids. Now, I've got a picture to start us off of this guy. His name is Sammy Struthers. And what do you think? Does Sammy look sad? Let me zoom him in here. Yeah, he looks very sad. Now, why do you think Sammy is so sad? Those are some really good ideas. Let me read you a little poem to tell you why Sammy said. I'm going to zoom Sammy in while I read. Sammy Struthers and his little brothers were playing in the yard. Around nightfall, they took a ball and kicked it really hard. It left their feet, rolled down the street, and fell into the sewer. Now Sammy Struthers and his little brothers have no ball at all. Oh no, that was so sad for Sammy. Now, what do you do when you feel sad? Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I run into my bed and get under the covers. Sometimes I even get angry with people who are around me. Well, let's look at our Bible story today, and let's see the best thing that we can do when we get sad. So if you're ready to hear a Bible story, I want you to wiggle your fingers in the air. And we need to get out our Bible. And to do that, we have to say our special Bible words. It's true, the Bible is true. Why don't we all say that together? It's true, the Bible, it's true. Yeah, good job, kids. And it is true. The things that are written in this book that we call the Bible are true. They really happened. And our Bible story is way towards the back this week. Let me show you the picture. That's a nice picture, isn't it? And to get our Bible story started, let's get out our picture. Let's look for the first hidden picture here. Now, I've got the first sign, and it's this. It's a sad emoji. Can you find a sad emoji in your picture? Hey, I see one on mine. Let's see. It's right up here. It looks like kind of an orange that's growing in this tree. And so let's color it in. I think it kind of looks like an orange, so I'm going to use my orange pencil, but you can use any color you want because this is your picture. I'm going to color in our sad emoji face. And let me start to tell you the Bible story. You can color maybe the leaves on the tree while I tell you the story. In the Bible, there's a book called Matthew. And Matthew wrote down one day that Jesus was feeling very, very sad. Now, Jesus had never done anything wrong, but there were some mean people who did not like the things that Jesus did. They did not like the things that Jesus taught. And they did not like that Jesus was saying that he was God's son. And so they wanted to arrest him and do terrible things to him. Now, Jesus knew these bad things were going to happen, so he took some of his disciples, some of his closest followers and friends, to a place called the Garden of Gethsemane. Now, that is a tricky thing to say. Would you guys say that with me? The Garden of Gethsemane. Wow, that's a tongue twister. And now it's time for our second hidden picture. I'm going to put my orange pencil down. And I've got a set of hands. They're folded like they're praying. Can you find folded praying hands on our picture? I see them. They actually are on a person. They're not hidden. They're right in the middle. They're Jesus's hands. I think I'm going to color Jesus's hands brown. So I've got my brown pencil right here, and I'm going to color Jesus's hands. Do this at home too. Use any color you want. And maybe you can color Jesus's face while I tell this next part of the story. You see, when Jesus got to the garden, he told his disciples, his friends, to stay there and keep watching. And then Jesus went away to talk to God, and he prayed, God, if it's what you want, can you please make this stop? And with that, we need to look at our next picture. Oh, look at this one. This is a pillow. Can you guys find the pillow on your sheet? I see it on mine. This one took me a little while to find earlier today. Look at it. It's right on Jesus' lap. What color are you going to color your pillow? My pillowcase at home right now is blue, so I'm going to color mine blue. I wonder what color your pillow is. Pillows can be all kinds of colors. They can be different designs. You can have lots of fun with this pillow. Go. Now, Jesus came back from praying. He came back from praying and he found his disciples. You know what his disciples were doing? They were asleep. Let's pretend like we're sleeping. Well, Jesus woke them up and said, "Can't you stay awake with me for even 1 hour? I want you to keep watching, and I want you to pray that you don't make bad choices." Well, let's take a look at our next picture. It's 3-letter Z's, like someone is snoring. Can you find these on your coloring? Oh, I see them. They're right here on the bottom of this disciple's foot. Oh, man. I don't know if I can color them. Maybe I could color his sandal. Maybe his sandal will be green. I'll just color his sandal green like this. You can circle it or color it any color you want. Maybe you can color the disciples while I tell this next part. So Jesus went away to pray again, and then when he came back a second time, do you know what he found the disciples doing? They were still sleeping. And so he left, and he went away to pray for a third time. And when Jesus came back from praying, he said to his disciples, "Are you still sleeping? Get up, let's go. My enemies have come to arrest me." And that brings us to our last picture. This one's a little scary. It's a sword. You guys find a sword on your picture? It's right here at the bottom of the tree. I think I'll color my sword. Maybe mine will be red. You can color it whatever color you want. In fact, maybe I'll make the sword red, but I'll make the handle nice and yellow. That's a nice color. There we go. Let's finish our story up. Well, suddenly soldiers with swords came to arrest Jesus. And before they got to Jesus, one of Jesus' friends named Peter, he pulled out a sword of his own. He was going to fight those soldiers and keep them from arresting Jesus. But Jesus said to Peter, "Stop. Put your sword away. This is all part of God's plan." And the soldiers arrested Jesus and took him away. Hey, let me see your pictures at home. I still have lots to color on mine. How about you? You can color this later today. Because, in today's Bible story, there were some mean people who wanted to arrest Jesus because he said he was God's son. And do you remember what Jesus did in the garden when he felt sad about that? Yeah, that's right. He prayed. When Jesus felt sad, he prayed to God, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Jesus prayed to God when he felt sad, and we can pray to God when we feel sad too. Now, do you remember this guy, Sammy Struthers? He was so sad because he lost his ball. What are some of the things, can you think of things that make you sad? Yeah, I can too. Let me pray to God for us about those things. God, all of my friends at home are thinking of something that makes them sad right now. You know what that is because you're always with them. Would you help them to feel not sad about those things? Help them feel happy again and remind them that you're with them. Amen. Now, do you think Jesus heard that prayer? Yes, absolutely, because Jesus hears me when I pray. And Jesus hears you when you pray too. In fact, we should pray together one last time before we leave. Would you pray with me? I want you to fold your hands and close your eyes and repeat after me. Dear God, thank you for listening to me when I feel sad. I'm so glad you hear me whenever I pray to you. Amen. Well, kids, I'm so glad that I got to see you today on this video. And I'm going to have something else for you to do a little bit later in the week that we can do together. And then I'll see you again next week too. I miss you guys and I love you. Bye-bye.